Hello lovely book type people, I am here today with Andy Robb, author of many great books including Geekhood 1,
Geekhood 1,
Geekhood 2, Return of the Geekhood.
That's it, that's my sequel.
That's what it's definitely titled. We're here today because of UK YA Shot, which is an amazing YA festival which is happening towards the end of October, and you can book tickets now. I'm going to be talking about how to booktube.
And also as part of the UK YA Shot, there will be this year's UK YA BA Awards, or the UK Yabba as it's become known.
Yeah.
I'll be presenting awards to the great and the good. I'm sure you've already seen the nominees up there, of which Stevie is one.
We're about to quiz each other, our hardest questions we could possibly think of, see who wins. If you want to play along, we've made the quiz down below, so you can open that up and choose your answers before we give our own.
Play along, play along. Let's do it, let's get some quizzing going.
Should we do a question each?
Go on then. Oh, who's starting?
I will start with one of my great questions.
Alright then.
Shall I start with easier ones or harder ones?
Oh, I don't know, just have a go.
How are you on Terry Pratchett?
Terrible.
Okay,
let's have a go.
This is going to be good. Who has not written a collab with Terry Pratchett?
Oh, blimey, go on.
Okay, your choices are A. Neil Gaiman, B. Stephen Baxter, C. Mike Carpenter, or D. Gray Jolliffe.
I'm so going to go to hell for this. I think it's number 2, Mr. Baxter. Am I right?
No, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Stephen Baxter over here.
Oh great, rub it in.
Yeah.
Why not? Oh,
one of my lovely authors at Gallant.
Sorry.
He wrote the Long Earth, the Long Universe, the Long etc. And
I have to say, I've only read 2 Terry Pratchett's, and the only reason, and this is even worse to admit, the only reason I did was because there were TV movies made of them, and I had a part in each.
Oh, did you?
I did. I was in The Hogfather.
Oh my God.
I was the Auditors. And in The Colour of Magic, I was Kring, the Magic Sword.
Oh, that's amazing!
Yay.
I totally didn't know that.
I met him at the read-through, and this must have been, although it wasn't public knowledge at the time, when the embuggerance had started.
Yeah.
But he was great. He was lovely, and he had a fantastic hat.
Yeah.
Brilliant hat. Yeah.
You're trying to be one of the men who wears hats.
Yeah, well, I have to, because I'm developing a small solar panel at the back of the head. Yeah, really, really nice guy. That's my name dropping, probably for the evening. Okay.
Okay, your question?
I have a question. Mine are going to be rubbish now compared to yours, right? I wrote mine down on my phone. How well do you know Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Okay, I've read the first 4 a lot, and I've never got to Mostly Harmless, because every time I think, oh, I'll reread them.
You're so going to get this.
Okay.
Then. Okay, according to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, what is the most massively useful thing an interstellar hitchhiker can have? Is it A, a thumb? Is it B, a pillow? Is it C, a towel? Or is it D, a toothpick?
This is definitely a towel. I've got that one. I win.
But,
this is mainly why I invite people on my channel, so I can tell them.
So you can humiliate them. That's what it is. That's what it is.
That a towel is really useful to generally have on you at all times. So over the last kind of few years, I've started wearing a giant shawl scarf thing everywhere I go, and it doubles as a towel, as a blanket, as a thing to tie people up with.
Stevie is available for children's parties. Call this number.
Game of Thrones.
You go on.
Okay, so in which Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire, which of the books has the most deaths? Is it A, Game of Thrones, B, Clash of Kings, C, Storm of Swords, or D, Feast for Crows?
I'm going to say, I have read them.
Okay.
I've read them all. It was a long time ago, and I can't remember. I bought it in the volume, all 4 at once. I'm going to guess entirely by the title, and I'm going to say Clash of Kings.
Nope. I had on my laptop how many deaths in each of them, and I think it makes sense which one. It's A Storm of Swords.
Bum!
Which has the Red Wedding in it.
I was nearly going to say that. Storm of Swords. Oh, God. This is it. Oh, useless. I'm coming back at you, and I'm coming back hard. Here we go. How well do you know your Lord of the Rings?
I read it when I was 10. That was now a long time ago.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, who was Eowyn's husband? Was it A, Theodred? Was it B, Aragorn?
I know it's not that one.
Was it was it C, Faramir, or was it D, Tom Bombadil?
It's not that one either. Okay, so it's A or C. A?
Oh no, it's not.
Damn.
It's C, Faramir. Right, I've come back. Back from the grave. Yeah, it's Faramir.
So it's 2-1.
Because yes, all right.
Okay.
She was after Aragorn, but he was still
I know, I remember that.
messed up by elf
I
lady.
remember he was all, oh, my elf lady.
That's right. Oh, me elf lady.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is easy or hard.
Oh God.
How are you with kind of your epic fantasy authors in general?
It depends who they are, to be honest. But
Okay.
I'm all right, I think.
Well, how are you with your non-existent epic fantasy authors?
What, do you mean dead ones?
Okay, well, my question is, which of these epic fantasy authors is not a pseudonym?
Okay.
So, A, Robin Hobb, B, Elizabeth Bear, C, Mercedes Lackey, or D, Erin Hunter?
Now I know Robin Hobb's stuff because she wrote the Mad Ship books and the Fool's Errand or Fool's Quest.
Fitz and the Fool.
Yeah.
They're the best ones.
I love those.
They're amazing.
Who were the others?
Mercedes Lackey.
Who I don't know.
My housemate's reading. Okay, this is what inspired this question.
And I'm kind of assuming with a first name as outrageous as Mercedes, it's got to be real. I don't think you'd pick that. It would be like me calling myself Mini Rob, Mini Cooper. Actually, that's what I'm going to be called next time.
Next book being
By Mini
published
Cooper.
under-
So
3 of these are pseudonyms. One
three
of them
are
isn't.
pseudonyms.
Yeah.
What were the other two?
Erin Hunter and Elizabeth Bear.
I think Robin Hobb is real.
Robin Hobb is a pseudonym, I'm afraid.
Of whom?
I'll have to look up her actual name, but I know she picked a pseudonym so she sounded more masculine, more male.
You see, I thought she was a bloke for a long time.
Yeah, everyone does. My favourite of that list, I had a few, and then I was trying to find other people who wrote under pseudonyms, and I finally found Erin Hunter, who I remember her kind of like, she writes like magic animal books. I remember those from kind of when I was younger, and I found out she's actually a team of writers.
Oh,
They all write
like
under
the
Erin Hunter.
like the Adam Blade stuff.
Yeah.
Like Joshua Kahn.
Oh.
Right, you know Jonathan Stroud, the mighty Jonathan Stroud,
Yeah.
with the Bartimaeus
Yeah,
books, which
yeah.
are up on my list as top books. What is Bartimaeus? Is he an Afrit? Is he an imp? Is he a married? Or is he a djinn?
A djinn? Am I getting that right?
She's right.
Okay, good.
She's
I was
right.
worried that, like, I haven't read that. I've been reading Lockwood for ages.
Oh.
And I haven't read...
Have you not read the Bartimaeus
I
books?
have, but, like, a long time ago. They must be
They
behind me
are
somewhere.
fantastic.
Oh, there it is, behind you. Or there's the third one there. Behind the Jabberwock.
Oh, Ptolemy's Gate.
Yeah.
Oh, and you've got Ship of Magic.
Yeah, there we go. They're all there.
Fantastic.
And Lord of the Rings.
Right, yeah, and Lord of the Rings.
Have you seen or read Perks of Being a Wallflower?
I've read it.
Okay, good.
Haven't seen it.
Good. Which of these books is not recommended by the teacher to Charlie throughout the Perks of Being a Wallflower? So is it A, Hamlet, B, Of Mice and Men, C, The Great Gatsby, or D, The Fountainhead?
Is not recommended by...
The teacher gives him the books to read.
Yes.
Yeah. So which of those isn't one of them?
I think it's Of Mice and Men.
You're right.
Oh, God! Oh, thank you.
That was one where I was spending so long going, did he? I need a full list of all the books he recommended so I can find one that isn't in the list.
Is that the one where the teacher's got the special soup?
Maybe?
That is it-
Maybe you out-quiz me there.
am I confusing it with another book?
Oh no, I think you're confused. Isn't that Miel and the Dying Girl?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You know what I'm talking about.
that
I love that
film
book
as well.
I haven't seen that either.
The film is amazing.
Is it good?
It's really, because it's a film, well, it's, the character loves to make films, so they really play with that
Perfect.
a lot.
Perfect.
And it's just really good.
Okay. We're on Mortal Engines, Philip Reeve.
Yeah,
Oh, here we go. Look at this.
I've read the first 2. So
Okay, all right.
This
Well,
might catch me out.
who killed Hester's parents and also tried to kill her?
I think I know.
Was it A, Shrike? Was it B, Thaddeus Valentine? Was it C, Magnus Chrome? Or was it D, Nimrod Pennyroyal?
I was thinking of Valentine before we started, so I'm going to stick with Valentine. Although I spent a second going, was it Shrike? I can't remember. I think it's Valentine.
You sure you want to change your mind?
I'm going to go with Valentine.
Give you a chance. Do you want to change your mind?
I'm going to go with Valentine.
Are you sure? Do you want to phone a friend? It's Valentine! It's Valentine! I love those books as well. Those are up there for me. I kind of assumed when I read it that whoever had written it was ancient because they seemed to know everything about how a book worked and all that
they
sort
were
of
at
thing.
the peak of their career.
Yeah. And then I met him and went, you're only about 3 years older than I am, if that, to be honest. Which was kind of staggering and slightly depressing as well, to know that he'd kind of achieved these towering heights. And I hadn't even thought about writing a book at that point when I read his. But yeah, nice guy, really nice guy.
I need to read the last few. I know they will be amazing and good, but that's
Yes.
kind of the thing where I'm not rushing to read them. I know they'll be there for me when I read them.
Yeah.
Okay, so which of these books does not mention Dungeons and Dragons? Is it A, Geekhood by Andy Robb? B, Ready Player One by Ernest Cline? C, Only You Can Save Mankind by Terry Pratchett? Or D, City of Bones by Cassandra Clare?
Oh, God.
We already know that you haven't read this Terry Pratchett.
Yeah.
As you've read...
I haven't read Geekhood. What were the others? Ready Player One?
Yeah. Have you read Ready Player One?
I've got a question. My next question is a Ready Player One question for you.
Really?
Yes,
There we go.
but I had to ask my son. Right.
Such a good book.
I've had a look. It's on the list. Now, as I understand it, that's about computers and Ataris and things like that. So I'm tempted to go there. What was the next one?
Only You Can Save Mankind by Terry Pratchett.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go. It's between B and D, and because I know that B is a bit computery, I'm going to go with Ready Player One.
As not mentioning it.
As not mentioning Dungeons and Dragons.
It does, I'm afraid. Oh. It's the Terry Pratchett one that doesn't.
Oh!
Which is also a really computery kind of, space aliens were real, all those games you were playing, kind of...
Bum!
And... but it doesn't mention Dungeons and Dragons, I think.
I'm going to strangle
all
my
the
son.
rest do. And the one my red herring, which you completely missed, was City of Bones, because it's a demon hunter kind of book, but there's a character in it who's obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I need to read this. I do need to read. There's so many books I need to read. Okay. In Ready Player One. I can't believe my questions are rubbish. What is Wade's surname? Is it Ward? Is it Watts? Is it Wilson? Or is it Williams?
This is really annoying because I was going to say it definitely begins with a W.
I know.
Read them again, right?
Is it Ward? Is it Watts? Is it Wilson? Or is it Williams?
I think it's Watts or Ward, because I think it was like one syllable, maybe. I'm going to go with Watts.
You're going to go with Watts?
Yeah.
Do you want to change your mind? It's Watts!
Yay!
It's Watts. Ladies and gentlemen, Stevie Finnegan.
Yay! How did you guys do? You've got 10 whole questions to get right. We only had 5.
Yeah.
We'd love to see your answers down below. And
bet you did better than I did.
see if you beat us both combined. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of shame for getting the Lord of the Rings question wrong.
Mate, I'm going to get lynched.
Thank you so much for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. You should read lots and lots of Geekhood. This is the second book. That's the first book.
Mentions Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And I've also got this coming out. Nobody's seen this before. This is The True and Untold Story of the Outlaw Tam Barker by me, Andy Robb. You'll find it on Amazon. Here's a linky wink.
Yeah, I'll put them down below as well.
See what you think.
It's got librarians in it, guys.
It's about librarians with guns.
Thanks, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Ta-da!